Hello friends, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I've got a super easy and delicious Thanksgiving stuffing that has sausage and sage. It's super crispy on the top and buttery and gooey on the inside. There's not a lot of ingredients for this, so let me show you how to make it. For this recipe, you will need 4 stalks of celery, 1 yellow onion, 3 cloves of garlic, some fresh sage leaves, 3 eggs, 1 stick of butter, some fresh parsley. I'm using Italian flat leaf parsley. That's a box of chicken stock. Then I've got 2 loaves of white bread, or you could use butter bread. And this is 1.5 pounds of fresh sage sausage removed from its casing. First thing we want to do is cut up our 2 loaves of bread. I'll start by cutting the ends, the crusts off, and then we can cut the bread into strips and just leave them a big dice like that. Once you've cut both loaves up, it should be about 2 sheet pans. Put them in the oven on 275 degrees and let them cook for 45 minutes. While that's cooking, we can prepare the rest of our ingredients. I'm going to cut our 4 celery stalks lengthwise, and then we just want to give them a nice small dice. Same thing with the yellow onion. We're going to cut it into strips and then just cut it into a small dice. The 3 cloves of garlic I'm going to smash and then just mince up as best I can and throw them into the bowl with the onions and celery. All of those ingredients can be mixed together along with the sage that I'm going to chop up here, because all of those are going to be added at the same time. For the parsley, I want to cut up about 1/2 cup. You don't have to chop it down too fine. You can leave it kind of rustic like that, like rough chopped. And then put that together with the 1 stick of butter and 3 eggs. After 45 minutes on 275, our bread cubes are done. They're nice and dehydrated. They're nice and crispy, almost like croutons. That's gonna help absorb the dressing. And now in a big pot or a Dutch oven on medium-high heat, you want to melt 1 stick of butter. And once that's melted, you can add in your 1.5 pounds of sage sausage or breakfast sausage. And I'm just kind of breaking it up with a spatula just in the beginning. And then later on I can use a potato masher like this, and this really helps break up the sausage. After you cook the sausage about 80% of the way, then you can add in your onions, celery, sage, and garlic. Just put all that in there. And cook an additional 8 to 10 minutes just until all the veggies are nice and softened. And we can move the mixture to the side just to let it cool down for a couple minutes while we prepare the rest of the ingredients. We're going to whisk together our 3 eggs and then add in our 1/2 cup of parsley, along with 2 cups of chicken stock or turkey stock. Give that a whisk. We also want to add in 2 additional cups of the chicken stock or turkey stock into the pot, and this will also kind of cool down the mixture just enough so when we add in our egg mixture and we whisk that in, the eggs will stay nice and creamy and they won't set. Now we can add in our 2 pans of the bread cubes. It looks like quite a bit when you first add it to the mixture, but once you start folding it around and mixing it, it'll start to absorb the dressing. And just stir it for 2 or 3 minutes until everything is nice and incorporated, just like that. And now preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Butter up really well your biggest casserole dish and start spreading this beautiful stuffing all throughout, right to the edges. Add a little more parsley on top. cover the casserole dish with tin foil, and then it's into the oven 45 minutes on 350 degrees. After 45 minutes, you can take the tin foil off and then place the stuffing back into the oven, this time on 375 for about 15 minutes until the top gets nice and super crispy, just like this.